Hello there, and welcome back to LEGO Worlds. And since the Vintage Space DLC has been delayed, we are going to be attempting to create our own. So, LEGO. Right, so we're building the 487 Space Cruiser set. First thing we're going to need is a 6x16, I believe. Yeah. And then a 4x10. In fact, we're going to need two of them, but obviously you can just build it straight up. These instructions aren't great. They're kind of hard to follow. It didn't actually tell you what bricks you need to put in. And the pictures are really bad. But we're just going to have to, deal with it. Then we have a 6x6. Okay, yes, I put a 2x4 there. We have two 6x6s on these ends. And then we'll put these green blocks on first, because it'll help us, like, make sure that we're putting everything in the right place. Okay, so these will go on here. Then next to them, we have 1x6s in grey, and they are just one along from the edge. There we go, and same again on the other side. Then we have the triangle bits with, like, the corner bit missing. I don't really know how to explain it, but I guess I'll show you what I mean. So the bricks that are like a triangle shape, and they have that top corner there missing. That is what we are creating, as it is not any in the game. Oops, where did we put that last brick? Or did we not place it? Okay, so that needs to go here. And then same again on the other side, but obviously we have the opposite bricks for the triangle ones. So I hope you understand what brick I mean by that. It's like there's a triangle brick and then it has the corner bit missing, which is where the green stud is. Okay, so we have those bits there, and then where is it? Okay, 4x6, that goes right to the edge there, and then a 1x4 put in blue. I'm going to do, it looks dark bluish to me, so that's what I'm going for. Okay, next up we have another of those triangle bits with the corner missing, and obviously we want it back in the dark stone grey, and that's going to be going, I think, yeah, and on the other side, but we'll do that one after. We'll do this side first. So here we're going to have one of these, in fact we're going to have two of them, and then a single 3, and then once again we're going to fill in the space, as that represents one brick, not this bit here, but this lot. Okay, so then on the other side we'll do the same, but with the opposite blocks. So we have that corner bit, and then we have a triangle bit with the corner missing. Okay. And then we would have 2 more of those triangle bits with the corner missing. I don't know what they call them, but that's what they are. There. Because this brick is obviously not in the game, so we have to create it ourselves. Which, you know, that's fine. As there is no gravity in the game. So they're not just gonna fall down. There we go, and then get that 2 again and put that there. Okay, so that's that part of the instructions done. Now to part 5. There's a 4x10. Okay, and it lines up with those, and wait, no, it doesn't line up with those. It lines up with that, and goes 1 over the edge on this, on the right side. There. Okay, then we have 2 2x4s. And they are going, once I find it, okay, so here and here. Then in front of them is 2 3s. One of them is yellow, the one on the outside. Then the one on the inside is actually black. Let's change back to that colour. And then we have a block that fills in this gap, which is maybe, yeah, 1x8. Okay. Yeah, that's that bit of the instructions done again. Right, now on the bottom, this is the next part in the instructions. There is some 3s. These. And these are going on these ends. Yeah, that's right. There, and then also on the front. No, let's go down there. It's underneath. Then we have, I don't even know where this brick is. We have the legs. So this, I think they're slightly longer than these ones, but these are the ones that we have. So these are the ones we will use. And then there's one on the back here. It's our landing gear. Then there's one on here. Yeah, that's right. And then the other 2 blocks, they're kind of hard to see, but they look like these, but slightly longer. I guess to be the same height as them. Or maybe not. Maybe they're not the same height. Okay, so we just have one of them there, and one on the other side. I don't know what they're for yet. I guess we'll find out. Then, go back to here, get a single stud 1x1, and we want that in transparent red. So that is going to be this bit here, those gaps that we made. Well, yeah. Then we have some blue parts at the back, which we'll do now. So they are, we have some of these, Again, these are in... I'm not even sure what blue it is. It could actually be royal blue. I think I'm going to go with the earth blue. We can always change it later, I guess. Okay, so we put them there, and that there. Then that one there, that there. So these are the 2x1s with the flat top, and then one on the end there. Then we want a 1x2 brick. This is not a flat top, this is a regular brick. And then the 1x4 just there. Okay, I'm trying to see if that's everything for this. Okay, now we have the control bits over here. We don't have the decor, the ones with stickers on, or print. So we just have to have the normal ones. But, you know, I'm not crying. Is this even in the right place? No, it's not. It's one behind here. Now, there would actually be a steering wheel here, but I don't think we have one. Unless there is one in the objects, which we'll look after. Then we have another bit with a sticker on, which is in front of us, and is blue. So, let's just... Yeah, I think it's bright blue, actually. So if you want to, you know, go ahead and change the colour of what we've done so far, I'll just quickly do that. Oops. Yeah, in the instructions it's kind of hard to tell what colour it actually is. They're not the best. But I guess if you have all the bricks, then you know what colour it's going to be, because it's going to be the bricks that you have. Okay, and then there's like a little thing at the front, which we also don't have. But we'll improvise on that at some point. Right, next. I don't think we missed anything there. Oh wait, yeah we did. There is like... those wing pieces. You can't actually really see them in this picture. Wow, these instructions are actually really bad. Okay, so we'll carry on. We'll do that wing bit in a minute. We have some 1x4s, and the actual set these have stickers on. But obviously, we don't have stickers in this game. Is that it? Yeah, apart from those wing bits that we're going to do in a second. That's it for that layer. Now on the next layer, we have the same brick, but in a transparent... I can't tell whether it's yellow or bright green. What's the yellow look like? Yeah, what colour actually is it? Let's quickly check. Let's have a quick look on Google Images. Okay, yes, it's actually kind of orange. Is there an orange? No, it's not that orange. So I'm just going to go with the yellow for now. We might change it later. And then obviously we have the windshield bits, which are like hollow on the inside because it's like one block, but we don't have that block. So this once again we'll have to do. Then we want a 3, and we'll put that in blue. That being the bright blue again. Then these 2 blocks. And then a 6 going across. Like so. And then after that. Okay, so we have 2 of these on this side. And 2 on the other side. And then there is 2 flat blocks. Like that. And now we should probably do the wing bits. But we don't have the parts, that's it's kind of annoying. So we're just going to have to improvise again. I'm going to put it in grey. Unless of course we have like an object that would be better suited. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, there's like the vertical wing things that are like really thin bits of plastic going down the middle of these 4 blocks. Like of each 4 block, not down the middle of these 2, but down the middle of a single one. So yeah, we don't have that block. But that would be the base of it. So I got a 3 base, 3 blocks. Or studs, if you prefer. So we don't have that. So we're gonna have to improvise slightly. Or at least try to. I might change these later, because obviously they're not these blocks in the actual set. But we just kind of have to make something that will do for now, pretty much. Alright. Just put these behind. You might find a better way of doing these blocks, but you know, for the sake of this video and this build, that will do, I think. That we have these 1x3s, and then on the back of this here we would have, just on here we would have one of those rotating blocks, you know, like a hinge rather, for like the cockpit. But obviously, no, we don't have one of them, so we just have to put a normal block there. Okay, next. Okay, so this has quite a few hinges. That's some pretty complicated shit, actually. So it's like for the back cargo door. That's what the hinges are for in this part that we're going to do now. But you know, we don't have them, so this is confusing. Like, seriously, these instructions are pretty shit. Okay, so on the back here, because we're making like the cargo bay doors here.
Oh, it's hard to actually.
Okay. Then there'll be 2 singles, but obviously these doors aren't opening, so you could just put a solid one there if you wanted to. Then yeah, because obviously you can see this in the actual set, this would like slide, these doors like slide open. Hopefully they'll add parts like that in the future to this game. And not, if they don't in the actual game, then I really think they should like have Lego Digital Designer in the game, like a version of it, maybe not like the PC version, but one where you can create your vehicles and stuff with more than just like these bricks, so you can like turn bricks sideways and stuff, put wheels on, things like that, and have you would have like different components, like different vehicles. So if you wanted like something to fly, then you'll need to put like a jet engine on it for the flying physics to apply to that vehicle. And then say for driving you would need like wheels or something. And I kind of think that would be the best way of doing it, because then you can create different vehicles with different physics as well. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, we've put those 2 flat 2x2s on here. They don't have a flat smooth top, they have the studs. And then we're gonna have a solid 4. In fact no, we'll do the 2 instead, because this would be like the hinge piece, these 2 blocks, but we don't have one. And then we'll put one on these ends, and then next to that is 2 2x2s. And I was about to say that's it, but I don't think it is. Just a moment. Okay, so then we have on top of here, it's one of them. Same on the other side. Then we have a 4. And then we have 2 of these 2x4s. Oh, Jesus. It's like you can't see these instructions at all. So I'm just kind of improvising. Okay, what was on the previous one? Just quickly checking. Okay, the next bit of a windshield. We'll do that. Yeah, here we go. And then transparent yellow again. There we go. And then transparent. This is actually taking a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. But, it's kind of hard when there's so many blocks that you actually don't have in the game. It just kind of makes the whole build kind of confusing. and one of them there. Yep, that's right. There. So then we've done that bit. Then on top, have a 1x8, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on. Then what's after it? 1x6. Yep, put that in. Wait, no. Not quite yet. Put these 3s down. I think that's what's there. Yeah. And then that does go across the top of them. But leaving quite a gap in here though, I'm confused. Okay, and then there's like 2 bits here where it has like the overhanging bit. Overhanging block, but obviously we don't have them. Unless we do in the objects. We'll see what we can find. And then there's like the, if you've seen this build, you know there's like those little like megaphone shaped things on here, which we might have in the objects. We'll check those parts after, because, you know, we'll improvise, we'll put something there, but we don't have a block for it, so we're not going to put anything there quite yet. Alright, so the engines will go on the back here. On the top, nice transparent yellow. What is it? 4x10, I'm gonna guess. Let's check. We'll find out in a... Yeah, here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. I want to get the blue again, because we've missed a bit. Okay, so on here we have them, and we will just have a normal 2x2 here. Yeah, that's that bit. On the next one, okay, so because these bits are like supposed to separate, in fact that 2x2 underneath, that should have been like 2 separate ones, but obviously it's not opening anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That on there, that on there, and then there we go, and then we have 2 more of those wing things, but this time they're blue. But again, we can't even really make them, so I don't think it even really matters how you do it. You can do it however you want. Let's just get this again. I'm just putting here like this on for the sake of it. I mean, if I was doing it for myself, I might spend a bit of time trying to figure out like the best way to do it. So you might find a better way of doing it, is what I'm trying to say. Which, you know, that's fine. Then, what's one of these? It's like transparent blue. by the looks of it. Okay, so that is pretty much, that's actually the build done, apart from the bits that we don't have. And also we don't have any of the stickers, which is kind of annoying. It would look a lot better with them. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have in the objects. Okay, so there is an antenna also, which we don't have. So that might be too big. But I don't really care, that's fine for me. It's only like the short little stick bit in the actual set. You know, like that, the flag pole. Radio antenna. Yeah, that's even longer though. But I mean, if you shrunk it down... Okay, no, that's probably not really any better. Okay, we have these. Yeah, it basically looks like this, but smaller. But maybe I don't think we'll bother with that. And it's not the end of the world. Missing out 2 bits. Just seeing if we have any better antennas. Just buy them. I don't think there is a better one. Unless everyone passed it. No, that wouldn't look better. That is a light, not an antenna. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we still need to make some engines somehow. Let's have a think about that. What could we use for the engines? There was something. On one of my other planes, I used like this aircon thing as an engine, and it actually looked okay. These are kind of like big, like thruster booster engines, so like rockets. So it's probably going to be quite hard to make anything look like that with the bricks that we have. But, you know, we can try. Can't find it. That's kind of cool. But obviously it's... Okay, I think it was this. Yeah, I don't think it'll look great on here, really. But having said that... So how are we going to attach them? That is the question. Maybe we were never meant to. Get this. Oh, well, that's just great. It's not supposed to fall off. See, that one didn't. Yeah, I wish it was like these bricks, but like 2 instead of 3. That would kind of be perfect to go like right on here. In fact, that's probably, yeah, it's actually fine. We don't have those round bricks, they're going on the end. Which is, kind of pretty annoying. I guess you just have to use your imagination and improvise. So there's quite a lot of like old sets like this, where you can build like most of it, but there's like a few parts like missing. But I mean, you can always make them pretty decent. Okay, so we have some engines. They're more like jet engines and rockets, but we have engines. What if that was a... Yeah, that wouldn't work, never mind. Alright, so that is the... What's it even called? The Space Cruiser 487. Now, we need to put a chair inside, because we need to be able to sit in it for the authenticity. Nope, on there. Yeah, I don't really want that one. Yellow chair, can we sit on that? Pretty much just need a chair that we can actually sit on. Okay, so yeah, we can't even sit on that. That is pretty pointless. I know we can sit on that sunbed thing, but you also have a drink and eat a banana at the same time, so I don't think that's our best option. Does this work? No. What is wrong with all these chairs? I know that one doesn't. It's like my favourite chair, but it doesn't even work. Oh, that does. But again, we don't want like a big chair. Tell you what, the Nexo Knight thrones. Hopefully it's not too big for this build. Okay, yeah, it kind of is. Well, banquet chair. No, that looks kind of stupid. Lava chair. I don't know what a lava chair is. I don't really like it. Come on, where's the chairs? All we need is a chair. It's not hard. That's probably the closest thing we have to that brick on there. I'm going for it. Okay, then now we just need a chair. I'm just going to fast forward until we get a chair. Let's go for the sunbed. Oops, for God's sake. Right there. Okay, the lounger. because I just know that this is... See, there we go. Can we get a view? Oh, there we go. Can we get back out though? Oh, we spawned out this time. Okay, so there is our space cruiser. Let's save it and build it someplace else. That's the last thing we need to do. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Space. Why is the C key not working? It's actually not working. That is pretty random. Why would the C key stop working? Cancel. That's interesting. Yeah, I can't get the C key to work. What? Oh my god, spark. Oops. Let's try again. Okay. New model. Will it work? Space. Why is this? Right, okay, never mind. Okay, there we go. Is there any way you can use capital? Okay, yeah, there is. Space. There we go. S. Oh wait, it's not even space. It's as long as you can make it. Space cruise, okay. Space cruise. Okay, there we go. Look at this. I've already got the space DLC, guys. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually get any kind of like good screenshots. Okay, well, thank you much for watching anyway. If you like this build, please leave a like and subscribe for more LEGO Worlds content and maybe other stuff. Alright, see ya.